Well, hello guys, this is my second Facebook Live. Thought I'd just come on and say hello and have a little quick chat about something that's coming up for me lately, which is the impact of environment on behaviour. So one of my great mentors, Neville Christie, he always spoke about this equation that they'd discovered around the impact of what behaviour is, and behaviour is equal to essentially environment multiplied, by our personality. And I've always disagreed with that. I'm like, I'm better than that. I can just control my environment and be the one who's a master of my own destiny per se. And I'm realizing that's a load of rubbish. And our environment really does impact who we are. So, I've been going through some pretty massive shifts of late, and frankly, some big heartbreak. And one of the things that have happened out of that, I've really gone, you know what? I'm gonna start really looking at what's my environment. What am I? Who are the people in my environment? Even the clothes that I'm wearing. And so we went out and got a new wardrobe with Michael Berg, who's just joined. Hello, Michael. How you doing? And Charlotte, and Nay, and Sarah King. Wow, really enjoyed our chat the other day, Sarah. It was really good. Damien too, man. So my housemates have come on board. They saw me walking out and they heard that I was going to be doing a Facebook Live. So here we are. Hey brother, how we doing? So just talking about the impact of environment on our behaviour. So what else? I mean, you guys, by the way, you can feel free to ask any questions. We are live right now, so it isn't Ask Me Anything as well. Ask me anything and I will answer it to the best of my ability. I'm just going to cross the road here because just got a bit of anger going on, and I want to change my environment around that anger that's happening across the road with the dude losing his mind at some poor person on the other side of the line. All you can see is this loading circle. Okay, I'm wondering whether it's not working. So, Michael, for example, can anyone actually hear me okay? Is it okay, coming across okay? Are we all not able to hear me? So I've got a question from Michael. So I'm taking it that you guys hopefully can hear me. And yeah, you're asking about the travel investment. So what I've been looking into is looking at really revamping how I am traveling in the world. And I do travel every now and then, but I want to do it much more often. So there's this travel club that I've come across. The lovely Di Caldwell has brought this to my attention, and so I've been checking them out, and they look really cool. They're essentially a bunch of people who go around on these trips, and they create these dream travel trips, and they have this blue sign called "You Should Be Here." It's about the same color as my shirt, actually. It says "You Should Be Here." You might have seen that. And it's a club of people, and the prices that they're getting, 4- and 5-star accommodation, is looking very, very schmick. So I'm really wanting to dive into that a little bit as well, and check it out a bit more. Maybe sign up for it. The cost is not that; it's kind of negligible. And so if I can get like a good 4 or 5 trips in every year with a whole bunch of awesome people who, we're all sharing the same hotel together and doing a lot of the same shared activities together, that could be really cool. So I just had a chat with this guy who was quite one of the top barristers in Queensland, and now he's just doing that full time. He's just traveling full time and basically running it as a business as well. So there's a business side to it as well. And I haven't been too much into the direct selling businesses, but they are the number 2 direct selling business in the world. So I'm going to take a little bit of notice of that. Tanya wants to come on the holidays. Let's do it. I'm heading to Vegas next week, which is not part of this sort of trip. But when I'm over there, I might go try out one of these dream trips and do like 3 or 4 days. So just got to check in with my good friend who I'll be spending a lot of time with over there in Vegas and California. So it is up and running today. It's been around for 10 years, this company, and just a little bit I know from the presentation I checked out, they've been in Australia for 2 years now too. So I think I'll certainly look into it much more, and I'm kind of feeling a 95% yes to it. I just never make a decision I never make a decision on the same day as being shown something, so I'm giving it some time to settle before I commit to it. Because it's not so much the money. Like, the money's, you know, great. If I can get really cheap holidays, that's awesome. It's more so I'm bringing my loyalty when it comes to like traveling to this company, and, you know, the people who run that company, someone I want to bring my loyalty to. So I'm doing a little bit of research into that first before I do that. Have we got any more questions, guys? I'm just trying to check the time as well. It doesn't show quite how long it's been. So it feels like about 10 minutes. I've got to take notice from now on, you know, when I start the cast. But yeah. Any other questions before I go? It's been really cool sharing this time with you guys, and I really... how do you notice your environment affects you, my personality, and the way I express myself? My God. It determines everything, and this is something that I really have been avoiding for so long, probably because of pride and arrogance. But I am so affected. Like, I've just gone through... Oh, it's been 5 minutes. Cool. Thank you, Alexis. I will look out for the next 5 minutes. I'll stay on the line. Yeah, my environment has definitely affected me. In particular, the relationships that are part of that environment. There's a really cool article I will post, actually, onto here on the comments, that talks about the different environment scapes that we have out there, whether it's our mindscape, it's our relationships. You know, there's a whole... Hello, Tanya. There's a whole set of different makeups of environments that we have, that we operate and connect with. So I find, you know, I generally try and make myself as authentic as possible, and try and highlight true aspects of myself when I'm hanging out with anybody. But of course, we're all different when we interact with people in a business context, or a spiritual context, or a family context. But there, you know, if we can still be, we still have those different forms of a show up. So there's a big impact. Like, you know, I'm going to speak very differently with a Fortune 500 CEO to a bogan. I don't know, like, in relating with them, and still, you know, we can still be authentic in that regard. But I do want to start choosing a bit more around that. Oh, hey, Heather. Didn't hear back from you the other day, but that's all right. We can talk privately about that. Welcome to the live cast. And so, yeah, we're just fielding a couple of questions. So hopefully that's answered the way I express myself, my personality. Yeah, absolutely. And in particular, like, the closest people to us, I find I'm very impacted by that. And now that I'm sort of essentially just my own being now, as far as, you know, commitment rights are concerned, on a daily basis, I'm finding that, yeah, I've got no one else really to... There is that element of personality that comes through there that I am very responsible for, and learning to be responsible for that, rather than blaming our environment. I think we could take that concept of environment impacting us too far. They talk about it being a 70% impact, which is huge, right? But there's still that 30% impact on you know, who we are in our character, in our personalities. If you want to know what sort of a person someone is, look at his closest friends. Yes, was it Warren Buffett that said your wealth is the sum total of the 5 closest friends? And I believe wealth also that applies in every aspect of life, not just in finance wealth. Actually, I was just hearing from Coyle this morning. She was talking about, you know, if you could put a price on love, and this seems very it does seem a bit capitalist, but, you know, if we could put a price on love and the certain connections that we have, it kind of gives us a bit of a quantification to our relationships. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to like assign a dollar value to my relationships, as weird as it feels to say. I think it really helps us get real about the connections we have out there, other than just the good feelings we have. Because really, in the long term, that's really important. It's really, really important who we choose to associate with, who we choose to connect with. You know, we can look for resonance with people, but we can also choose a level of resonance, I feel, as well. So have we got any other questions, guys? I'm just going to check the time on this one. I think we're up to 10 minutes, so I wanted to keep them around 10 minutes long. But maybe just one, if we have one final question, otherwise we'll just say goodbye. Let's give you guys some like love. I'm a bit of a like fiend. So, alright. Cool. So that's it. Oh wait, card load error for me, but that's all right. Well, you can catch the thing on the replay, hopefully, Dan. And yeah, I'm going to be experimenting with this, I think, for the next few days. Big shout out to Zulu Flow Zion. You can look him up. He's going to be doing some mindfulness live casts soon too. And I think we've just taken on a challenge. We've both agreed to, I've committed to 7 days of doing this once a day for 10 minutes. And we've set the intention of doing it for the rest of the month. So love all your faces. We will see you soon. I will hopefully see you all soon. And yeah, just have an amazing time. Stay awesome. See ya.